the reading workshop, there are really three parts to that reading workshop. The first part is where we as teachers are modeling and demonstrating our thinking so that kids see the inside processes of reading. And we show kids how we navigate the genre and the text structure, all in the name of comprehension. There's that part of the workshop where we have an opportunity to pull kids in small groups for guided reading, to support them. And then there's that part of workshop where kids are reading independently, and we're checking in on them on a regular basis through conferring so that we can see what we've modeled and demonstrated, supported in small group, is actually being applied by the reader in his or her independent reading. Guided reading, then, is an instructional routine in which a teacher supports students' development in orchestrating all the strategic processes and actions that proficient readers use to read and understand text. In small groups, we pull students, usually somewhere between 4 and 6 students, and we work with those students who are on a similar developmental level. For one reason, it's very efficient to do that small grouping around students' similar developmental processes. Guided reading allows us the opportunity to be efficient, and at the same time, within the guided reading framework, we have opportunities to individually support students within the performance of reading. So guided reading is very much about being not only present to kids for the purpose of some demonstration and modeling, but more importantly, to be there on the side to coach and support them as they begin to take on those same actions as readers. The text selection is key in guided reading. It's so important as teachers for us to choose a text that has just the right amount of challenge. It's a small amount of challenge, but there must be some challenge because it's in the working through those challenges and with us there to support the child that children are able to begin to take on those new actions and those new ways of thinking with that support. The challenge is always moderated by the support that's there by the teacher. As teachers, we scaffold children, but we scaffold students only as much as they need. We're making sure that they're engaging in problem solving and engaging in application of those strategies that proficient readers use. In the guided reading framework, we usually introduce a text in some way. We may talk about the content, we may talk about the cover of the text, we may even page through a few pages of the book to introduce the student to that particular text. But that text is specifically selected because the supports and challenges in the text are exactly right for that particular group. We call that kind of text level text, and students read that text accurately, fluently, and with understanding, but a teacher is in ready support as needed. It's important to not only consider the level that offers students the opportunities to read a range of genres, but also to pay close attention to the choices that we make in terms of the text features. So we consider how far the print is, one line to another. We consider the layout on the page. We consider the syntax and the word choices in the particular text. We need to keep in mind as teachers that levels exist for us. They're really a teacher's scaffold. They aren't intended to label kids and to classify them in a particular way. That gradient, we sometimes call it, of levels of text is helpful to us because it shows us as teachers the small iterations from one level to the next.